Hi there, welcome to the channel. My name is Maria. Today I'm going to make a Thai chicken soup.
Chicken Thai soup. Yummy!
I know you're thinking super spicy. You don't have to make it super spicy. There's going to be coconut milk in there and some cream, so it will tone it down a bit. I love spice, so if you want to make it non-spicy, you can certainly do that. There's so much flavor in this soup, so I hope you stick around. Let's get in that kitchen and let's get busy. All right, we're in the kitchen. I've got all my ingredients ready to go, and I'll just show you what we need for this delicious Thai chicken soup. We need some chicken breast, some noodles, some garlic, onions, lime, some chives, red, green, and yellow peppers, some fish sauce, coconut milk, some peanuts, mushrooms, red curry paste, some parsley, and we'll need a frying pan. Check out my new frying pan / wok. I'm so happy with this purchase. We need a pot to cook our noodles, and I've got 6 cups of chicken stock ready to go. So let's get going, folks. This is such a delicious soup, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a super spicy one, but I do like it spicy, so we can tone down on the heat. One thing I don't have for this today is my chilies. I love adding some fresh chopped chilies for the extra spice, the extra heat in this dish, but unfortunately I don't have it, but that's okay. It's still going to be absolutely delicious. You don't need any salt because our chicken stock has salt, but you will need some fresh ginger or powdered ginger. And you know what? I was at the grocery store, and yes, once again, I forgot fresh ginger, so I'm just going to add some powdered ginger. All right, so let's get going. We're going to start with the peeling of the onion. Got 3/4 of a purple onion here, which I'll use. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cloves of garlic. I'm going to mince that up. I'm just going to get all the veggies ready. And for these mushrooms, you can use shiitake mushrooms. I like using the button mushrooms. I'm just going to slice them up. We're going to get the peppers they've been washed. I'm going to clean them, and I'm going to create or chop into julienne strips. I will mince the parsley, and what else? Our chives. I'll cut them in tiny little pieces. I'm just going to get all the vegetables ready. All right, so I've got the peppers, the onions, all ready to go for the frying pan. So you can see I've cut them in strips, julienne strips, if you'd like. I've got the mushrooms, button mushrooms all sliced. That's about a cup. Got the parsley, the chives, the garlic, chopped, not super fine, like some, not too super fine. I didn't use a press, I just chopped it with a knife. And I've got my lime ready to go, just 1 lime, and I've just quartered them, or slices. Okay, I'm gonna get my water boiling for the pasta noodle, for my tagliatelle. I find that that's probably the closest I'm going to get to an Asian noodle. I love that pasta. Anyway, so we're going to get that going. I'm going to use in my frying pan / wok. Let me just bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to add some vegetable oil, about not quite 3 tablespoons, so say 2.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Turn up the flame to about a medium. We don't want to fry the vegetables, we want to saute them. And just go ahead and put them all in there. Remember, my chicken stock is already prepared and ready to go. So when my vegetables are all good, I will add the mushrooms in there next, and then the garlic. Now I've got 3 chicken breasts out, but I'm not going to use all 3. I'm just going to use 1.5. Don't need more than that. I mean, you can add more if you'd like, but 1.5 will suffice. I've got my blitzer out because we're going to blitz peanuts, about a 1/4 cup of peanuts. That'll go for our topping. Got my can of coconut milk ready to go. Got my red curry paste, my fish sauce. Everything's ready to go. It's a very quick soup. Into that, because I don't have fresh ginger, I'm going to add the powdered ginger. And I'm going to add, it smells very nice. Add about a teaspoon. You don't want to overcook these veggies. You still want to have a bit of a crunch in them, in your soup. Well, maybe not a crunch, but a little bit of firmness. Now, this is how I make my Thai soup. You don't have to add all these different colored peppers. You can stick to one color pepper. Keep stirring that up. I'm going to do the chicken next. Smells so yummy. Can you hear that? I'm going to get you closer. That's what I call ASMR. ASMR. I'm just heating up the chicken stock. I'm going to put it on a medium low. Grab a fork. Alright, so quite tender. Give it a few more minutes. You don't have to use purple onion, you can if you don't have it, so you can use your regular cooking yellow onion. No biggie. Get our garlic in there. That's 6 cloves of garlic. Okay. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. We're going to throw this in to the chicken stock, and it's just going to simmer. The same frying pan is what I'm going to use to cook up the chicken breast. So I'll add 2.5 tablespoons. I don't even think that's 2.5. We'll say, yeah, 2.5. So I've got it turned off for now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier. My mushrooms are already cooked, and I've sliced them. If you're going to use fresh mushrooms, make sure that you add the mushrooms to the peppers and the onions and the garlic to give them a nice saute. You want to cook them a little bit. So these are cooked, so I'm just going to throw those into the soup because they're cooked. Oops, I missed one. 1.5 chicken breasts. 1.5 chicken breasts. We're going to cut them in about 1.5 inches pieces lengthwise, and then strips. So like that. Okay. Maybe I won't use 1.5. I might just use 1 chicken breast because I have something else that I want to make, and I'm going to need some chicken breast for that. So I might just use just one. I think should be good. You could also use, if you had leftover chicken, just shred it and place it in the soup. That's fine. I love chicken breast. I love chicken, period. I love fish. If I were to choose fish or chicken, I probably, depending on the fish, I probably would say fish. I love fish. Unfortunately, my husband doesn't, and whenever I cook fish, it's just for myself, and so it's not something that I eat all the time. I try to, but okay. So that's one chicken breast. Maybe I'll do a half. Yeah, we'll do half. Why not? Okay. So 1.5 chicken breasts is what I'm going to use for this dish. There's a little heat in this from the curry paste, but it's not that hot. There is another chili that I use, and I didn't mention it here because you don't have to use it. I'm going to use it because I love. I'll split the soup into 2 pots because Alan does not like it too spicy. We're going to go ahead and just get our chicken cooked. You don't even have to season it if you don't want to. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of the chili paste. I'm adding a generous amount. I've got my pasta water boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and cook our pasta. Want to cook it al dente. You don't have to throw any salt in that water. We're just going to cook the pasta in that, and then we're going to take it from there and put it in the soup. It really doesn't take long to prepare, and it's such a delicious soup. And you don't have to serve it with anything, just the soup itself. I garnish it with the chives, the parsley, and the lime wedges, and some peanuts, crunched peanut, or minced or blitzed peanuts for a little bit of crunch. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on this. It's getting a little too messy here. Yummy, baby. Smells good, looks good, and tastes amazing. I'll show you what it is that I add. You don't necessarily have to, but you've seen this in my other videos. It's a paste. Oh, and you could add a little teaspoon of tomato paste in your chicken if you want. This, excuse me. This is not necessary. It's just something I like. And it's just a mix of pepper and garlic. That's all it is. It's a paste. And I'm just going to add a teaspoon, and that's it. So nice. All right, I think my chicken is done. Then my can of coconut milk. It's quite thick, and I like it when it's thick like that. Go ahead, stir that in there. Oops. Whoopsie, what a mess I made here. All right, let's get this out. My spoon that I just used to stir the pasta got caught in action. Let's turn the heat up a bit. See how our pasta is doing. Again, we don't want to overcook the pasta. We want it al dente, so I'm going to test it. See how it is. A few more minutes. Now for the fish sauce, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. It's going to give it that umami flavor. That's all you need. Now you could also make this with shrimp. I make it with shrimp. Alan doesn't like seafood, so if I'm going to make it with shrimp, it's usually me eating it alone, or my sons. If, well, maybe not here in Madeira, but when we're in Canada, my sons are around, they'll have some because they like seafood. The only seafood Alan really enjoys eating is fish and chips. Oh, and jumbo shrimp, provided there's red sauce. And that's the only time he will eat seafood. It's funny, isn't it? And now we can incorporate this coconut chicken. Let's just try this. Turn that off. We're going to pour that into our soup. I want to make sure I get all that delicious curry paste. All right. Turn off the pasta. I've just got my peanuts left to do. My toppings are ready to go. Pasta strained and soup just about done. That's how easy it is to make. You can make it thicker if you want, the soup. I don't add any thickening agents in here. Some will put cornstarch to make it thicker. I want soup. I want this broth. I want to taste every single delicious flavors in that. I don't think thickening it up is, in my opinion, the right thing to do. By the time you add your noodles, it's going to be yummy. I would avoid thickening the soup. If you don't want to use noodles, you can use rice. You can use basmati, but you follow the same instruction. You cook your rice separately in a pot, and then when the soup is ready, then you throw in your soup or your rice. Okay, let me try one strand of this pasta. Should be ready now. All right. It's al dente. And I'm going to turn off the heat and place the noodles into the chicken stock. And then it'll continue to cook for about 5-10 minutes. And then we're ready for plating. And that's how easy my Thai chicken soup is. It's so good. I can eat this any time of the day, any day of the week, any time of the year. I love this, and I even love it more when I throw in a few shrimp. Sometimes I do the chicken and shrimp mixed together, but like I said, because Alan's not a seafood lover, doesn't like seafood, I obviously don't do that. Wouldn't be right. Okay, so there's our noodles. We're going to go ahead and throw that in the soup. And there's our delicious soup. So I'm ready for plating. And this is what it looks like. Yum. On the table I have the peanuts, the chives, the parsley, and the lime. And you just individually serve as much as you want for the topping. I had a few breadsticks left in the kitchen, and but truly you don't really need anything with this. It's a hearty soup, full of flavor. Just waiting for Alan to come up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will try this delicious chicken Thai soup. Again, you can substitute the chicken for shrimp. It's just so flavorful. You can change the heat in it. If you don't want it too spicy, you can cut back on the curry paste. Now, I don't have any chilies, but typically I will add chilies for my topping as well, but that won't be happening today. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video and continue to come along this journey with us. For those of you who have yet to subscribe, we would love if you did, and hit that notification bell so you are alerted when we have our next video, whether it's Maria in the kitchen baking or cooking, or Alan in the pizza room making wonderful pizzas and delicious wood-fired oven meals. Let's continue on this journey together. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching. Yummy! Can't wait to dig in. Well, he's told me to just go ahead and start, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So I've got some fresh parsley from our garden, some chives, fresh chives. This is how I like it. And just be generous. Don't be shy with the toppings. Some peanuts, fresh peanuts. I have no chili, so that's not gonna happen. Today's soup. Some lime. I'm gonna put a couple. I love the lime flavor. And oops. Let's go ahead and try some. I don't think you can see me. There we go. Alrighty. I hope you really enjoy this as much as I do, because this is one of my favorite soups. There's a few places that I love too, restaurants that is, enjoy Thai food, and I try to get this recipe or this dish. It's so flavorful. Coconut. It's just every bite, every spoonful has flavor. Trust me, you're gonna love this. You could have it with bread if you want. I don't. We just eat it this way. Thank you again for watching the video. I hope you will try this dish. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Bon appetit. See you in the next video.